Welcome back to more Hillock Fighter Giac of Ellie. I'll do my best not to make any red zone errors this time, as I did with the Simulacrum Vault last time. You just need to be careful when there's a threat around that can put out that kind of damage. Also, I should have activated Divine Protection for free when I was killing those simulacra, since they are not alive, and therefore killing them will not trigger Ellie's wrath. So room for improvement. Identify where this stair leads. Prefer to branch out from there, or explore from there. Don't want to play around the dispersal trap. Until I've taken care of patrols. Giac pack. I'd like to face it in a choke point. This will do. I do want the spiky damage now because I want to put them down before they can swap. I don't have a venom weapon. Oh, flanked me. That's okay. With regen, the Giac pack really doesn't have a chance to attrit me, or attrit Giac. Got plenty of chunks now, so reposition to a new stair hub for wheel exploration. Komodo hits hard, but with regen I can just kite him. I don't think there's a reason to use my poison needles, of which I only have 30. Since I can simply kite him back away from those blink frogs and win the regen race. Or at least I think I can win the regen race. There we go. So a blink frog pack in the southwest corner means I need to move into this choke point and try to use the elect dagger to proc kills before they blink away. That's a great ice blast opportunity. Unfortunately, I don't have any. Nor do I need to expend resources. The delaying tactics of the blink frogs are working against them, thanks to the regen anyway. Ah, straggler. Black Mamba, 88% pacify. So I can pacify or I can try to fight it. And probably get heavily poisoned. I think I'll just try a pacify, given that I have no or poise. Should I? No, what I'll do is I'll face him in this choke point, in this hallway, and then if I don't get lucky with a lek, and he starts heavily poisoning me, then I'll heal other. Looks like this is going to work. There we go. Good. Keep that piety climbing. Maximize the passive chance to turn a death blow. Centaurs and Shoals. So welcome challenge. Shoals, I mean. Okay, they're both on me. So LOS is the play. I wanted the other one to approach before I expose myself again. Okay, axe. And the lek works well on their high HP, low AC. Another one. With the shield and the sling, I can just win skirmishing contest. Although the distortion trap would have favored the centaurs, certainly. There's really no need to unblack every tile. I suppose I can rebrand that scimitar. So I won't put it in the follower trash pile yet. Line read this. It is brand weapon. So now I have a choice. And I think the best choice is the Scimitar of Flaming. It might be nice to have a branded skirmishing weapon, but can't pass up the Scimitar. Well, now it's slicing, so that's nothing special. Probably there I should have gone for the skirmishing, brand the sling, because that would have been guaranteed to be useful as opposed to possibly useful. I guess I was excited about having freezing or really any brand other than flaming and slicing. Oh well. I just don't need untyped damage when I've got elect and flame, and resistances aren't very common right now. Nothing else to drop. Still a bit of flame loot. Maximize resistances. Descend. Should check my training. Evo is over. This looks good. Nothing to do except train more Invo. A couple of porcupines. This is where the branded sling would come in handy. Can come back to that stair. Whoa. they could box me in if I wait a turn, so but that's okay, because I have rage. Take him up. Put on rage. No chunks. And the stair is blown with 2 Komodo dragons plus change. Very hungry now. The porcupine has wandered off. There he is. Petrified. Or rather, petrifying. So I am slowing down, but I think I get one more turn of warning. Now my limbs are stiffening. I bumped up my MR. Now I'll purify. And there's the power of Ellie. Oops, spiny frog. Seven-headed Hydra. I think I'm good with 30 AC. I could berserk, but without chunks, I don't think it's necessary. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hard countered. Komodo. No need for poison again. Nice bite. I think I can keep pushing here. Oh no, let's regen. It's got a lot of AC. Very little health. There we go. Spider. Okay, should be dead. Nice hit. But I think I can ignore it. Yeah. Good time to switch stairs. Ellie is very clutch for Heroic Fighter and Spider because his poor accuracy will have a difficult time coping with the high EV spiders. And if he doesn't have our poise, then that poison damage is going to go straight through his armor. The confusion will strip his shield, and the numbers of spiders will overwhelm his, if he goes BO, they'll overwhelm his smite piety and poison his orcs to death. So it can be quite ugly if one does not take the appropriate countermeasure of going Ellie first. Giac attack, which I am fine with. Give them a bit of room. And down. Just stick with the elect dagger for the spike damage. Komodo. Club. I had to adjust my music. Some high-level fire spells. Not useful, unfortunately. This layout is advantageous with the tight halls. Easy basilisk. Wolf. Well, there's one, there's often more. With regen, it's pretty safe to back myself into this corner. And I can also rage. Here they come. No big deal. If something particularly nasty shows up to block me in, I can rage my way out. Well, rage the combat to an end anyway. Won't be very mobile afterwards. I'm going to secure this flank. And this one. Flame. That's good. Switch over to Invo. More shields. Axis is important because it's Lair, even though My axe is rather weak. That's another thing. I could have branded the axe. I just hate to brand a weapon that has no enchants. Tough to say. But by branding a weapon that was already branded, I destroyed a strong follower weapon. On the other hand, I'm not going to do BO until Elf, so maybe that doesn't matter. I think I can just, okay. There we go. Don't mind pulling the rest of the Giac pack since I have regen, so it's not an issue to kill as many of them as decide to show up to the choke point. Spider City is maybe something I want to avoid for the time being. It's a fungus with a teleport trap. So in order to avoid Spider City, I'll just exclude it. Head down here. Ring of Magical Power. A Fine Dagger. Just make sure I don't miss that. Yeah, it's full screen, so I'm sure I can wear it down with resistance, but I'll clear out the floor before I render myself vulnerable with corroded status. Okay, 7-headed Hydra. Let's find it back up. With regen and a flaming scimitar, there's no way it can pose a threat. If necessary, I can just back away. Artifact armor. This is the right direction to approach the spider hole from. Try yelling. They may all be dead or wandered off. It is not safe to take the hatch yet, due to the Oclob, which is the last threat on the map, and I can deal with it from there. Good hit. Good hit again. I'll let myself heal. This is really an EV-centric task. I wonder whether I'd perform better in troll leather armor. Perhaps. Troll leather armor did the trick. Impressive. Okay, that's pretty much the floor. Yeah, so there's a bit more. Okay, that's done. Inventory is full. This calls for a secondary stash. Right about in the middle of the downstairs will do. Stuff I'm certainly keeping. The needles, therefore the curare, troll leather armor, amulet, all the evocables, good enough. And there's some flame stuff to pick up here. No, it's on floor, layer 1. There it is. Might be useful to carry one of those around. Nah. The AC on the crystal plate is too good. Waiting on identify scrolls. The unknown potion is agi, heal wounds, or invisibility. All of which are good, so I can just carry it. Mildly tempting to play mutation roulette, but there's no need for that risk in this run. Quite overpowered. So that's it for the looting. Change this waypoint to 1. and delete three. Okay. Time to breach Lair 4. Or I could venture deeper into dungeon. But I think the threats in Lair are very well controlled with Ellie and regen, so no need to risk losing control of the situation in dungeon. Spiny frog. Reason enough to switch stairs while regening. Guess I should have switched armors as well before moving. A large shield, getting even more OP. Oops. Water moccasin. So 10 shield, 2 EV. Becomes 15-0. That is acceptable. Drop the shield for now. Since I have 5 remove curse, I'll go ahead and try this ring now. MR plus. I believe I'll keep the, well, makes no difference to my EV, right? So it's just a bit of 2-hit. But yeah, I should walk around with the MR plus just in case there's a unique. The wolves are coming. Quite a collection. I want to take up all the wolves, but not the mamba. There we go. Remember, I have regen, so dealing with multiple opponents is not an issue. And rage. Okay, now it's time for the mamba. Good time to switch stairs. And I think that's a good stopping point. I've definitely breached Lair 4. I've fairly started it. Thanks for watching.